Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since, and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, we're going to run with Eddie. We're going to run the last 10k with Eddie, but I just need to make sure that I've got everything set up. I'm not quite set up just yet, so bear with me 1 second. Right, and I need to log in because my wife's just been running, so everything's a bit higgledy-piggledy, but we'll get there in a minute. Hello if you're watching on Facebook, hello if you're watching on YouTube. We are still also a bit fogged up. I'm going to set up Facebook chat. So day 6, Eddie Izzard. I hope you all saw Darren Van Dit on Eddie's stream. Hello, Kim Salt. Yeah, the camera's all steamed up. I know it'll get better in a minute. Right, let's log in to Zwift. And we'll get going. So, what we have to do is find Eddie Izzard. Now, if you haven't done this before, if you haven't seen this before, this is how to find Eddie. So make sure you are in Watopia, which is the main Zwift world. You need to set up all your sensors first. So I've got my treadmill connected and my heart rate connected. I say that, I'm hoping they're connected. And then we get to Watopia and we get to this screen which says run there, but we need to scroll down a bit until we find Eddie listed. And here's all the people running with Eddie, and there is Eddie. And we now click run with Eddie. Eddie's on 30 kilometers, so we're going to do about 12k with Eddie today. So I'm going to set the treadmill up running. And hopefully we're with Eddie. There we are, look. We're walking at the moment. Right, let me log in to chat. Slow down a bit. Kathy McManus is with us. Chris Sussex Geezer is there. Emily Balshaw is there. Let's just slow down a bit more. Andrew Cutmore is with us as well. Eddie's on 30.4 kilometres. David Liddle's done 10k nearly. How far have you done, Clive? Clive's done 7.5k. Andrew Usher, good afternoon to you. Couldn't face another 3 hours on the treadmill today, so just did 5k earlier. Ryan Perring says, afternoon, I'm also sat in Eddie's stream answering people's Zwifty related questions. Excellent, excellent, good, good, good. Have we stopped? Sorry. Have we stopped or am I behind? Chris Sussex Geezer's stopped. Am I ahead? Andrew Cutmore's away there. Hang on a minute. Have we stopped? Oh, speed up. Okay, sorry. I thought everyone had stopped. Right, I'll speed up and catch everybody up. Bear with. Right, so the camera is now clear, and we're off and running. So I am doing Wednesday workout tonight. So after this, after we've finished here, so we've got an hour and a half here. And after we've finished, a little break, and then at 7:30. 7:30 we'll be doing Wednesday workout. Oh, Chris stopped in order to start my stream. I see. Yeah, Mr. M says he's ahead. Thanks, Mr. M. Over on YouTube. I've missed out on the donuts. Oh no. Disaster. I'm always falling behind. I see them. There they are. Right, let's get my legs working. I do have the camera angles on, so I've got to be careful. I think I just got it in time. Because it did change then, didn't it? Briefly. Okay. So Adam Koffler's running, David Gale's running, Ramos is running. It was tight, wasn't it? Yeah, I only just got that. Kai Finnimore's on 8 kilometres. Emily Balshaw's on 10 kilometres. Oh, this is going to be too much trouble, isn't it? All this turning. So reverse cop is where we're going. Okay. Eddie's just hit 31 kilometres. Thanks for the ride-ons that are dropping. So this is day number 6 now of Eddie Izzard's marathon. He has already done 31 kilometres. I've only just joined. I will be doing at least 3 or 4 of the marathons throughout the month. So one in every 8 or 9 that Eddie does. He's doing 31 altogether. So I do need to do a few half marathons as well. So we'll do another half marathon tomorrow probably, and then we'll do another marathon at the weekend. Hello Darkin. It says awesome. I don't know why I was doubtful that there would be Zwift running on Twitch. Don't be doubtful. Ryan says the laptop is struggling with 3 live streams, so switched Eddie's off now to enjoy brackets endure this one. So which is the other? You've got 3 live streams on. So which is the other live stream you've got on? You've got me. You had me, Eddie. What is Darren's not still streaming? Is he? No. Oh, I've got to remember to use the voice to text, haven't I? Eddie will be angry with me if I don't use voice to text. Oh, had Eddie's YouTube and Twitch up, okay. Is Eddie streaming on Twitch as well? Oh, my Twitch and Eddie's YouTube, okay. Right, I hope I am going right with everybody. I hope I haven't missed it. It's a pain in the backside, this, isn't it? I should just turn camera angles off, it's much easier. Just doesn't look as good. I think we're all right though, yeah. Oh, Eddie's on Twitch as well, okay. So Eddie's on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, and his own website, which is essentially what I'm on as well. Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, and I think I'm on my own website. Oh yeah, I should drop ride-ons. There we go. So, are we all the people who don't have proper jobs? Marcus Holmes is trying to catch up. Darkin was saying, I was just watching one of your YouTube videos earlier today. I just got on Zwift the other day and I'm still figuring it out. It honestly does take a little bit of figuring out sometimes. Kathy McManus says she's starting a new job soon. Adam Koffler says no job at all, but working on it. Ryan Perring has been to the Film My Run website, filmmyrun.com, and checked, and yes, we are also on the website, so that's good. David Little says, well, Stephen, I'm trying to make the most of this work for NHS and about to be drafted for COVID vaccines. I'm quite happy to wait in line for my COVID vaccine. Heart rate 100 BPM. We'll probably end up doing, I would imagine, around about 11.5 to 12k before Eddie has finished today. And yeah, we're slowing down a bit. Victoria, my wife, says some of us have sensible jobs. Yeah. Some of us have weird jobs. David Little says, I wanted to try and do some every day, but I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to now. We definitely need everybody to do the last one, and we all need to rename our Zwift profiles Izzard. Slower. Right, Eddie's really far back, so I just need to slow right down. Okay, yeah, Darkin says, what's those yellow runners that you see occasionally? So there's one yellow runner, and that is Dax Diesel, who is the slowest pace partner. So you can just he runs 24/7 pretty much, just round and round, and you can just join Dax and follow him whenever you want. There are 3 other colours. There's red. What's the red one's name again now? Begins with A, obviously, because it's Group A. Oh no, total dropout. Okay, total dropout for me. So I've got to go to my Bluetooth settings. This happens far too much for my liking. But anyway, there we are. Okay, so Bluetooth off. Bluetooth on. Menu. Pairing screen. Unpair. 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 Repair. I run treadmill. And repair the heart rate monitor, heart rate strap, if it ever appears. That one up there we don't want. That's the Bluetooth one. That's the Ant Plus one. See Ant there? But this is the Bluetooth one, and we want the Bluetooth one. Because in general, in my room, I know this is different for a lot of people, but in my room, Bluetooth signal is the strongest and best signal. Shush, don't tell Stephen. What are you not supposed to tell Stephen? Right, we're not moving, are we? Are we moving? Yes, we are. Okay, good. Alternable, thank you very much, Neil. Neil says alternable. Brian Herring says it's all crashed and burned. Well, it always does crash and burn, doesn't it? There's nothing new here. Everything crashes and burns. At the moment, you can't run 5 seconds without the treadmill crashing and burning. Marcus Holmes says he's found the group. Yeah, so we've got 4 pace partners. Alton Abel is the A group pace partner, goes very fast, about 14 kilometers per hour. Benny Benoit, something like that. Bernie Benoit is the Group B pace partner. She's coloured green. And she goes about 12 kilometres an hour. And then you've got C, Cara Cadence. Cara Cadence is blue. She is Billy Benoit, thank you. Cara Cadence is blue. She goes about 9-10 kilometres an hour. And then you've got Dax Diesel, who goes about 8 kilometres an hour. Kim Salt says Alton is very buff. Yes. Quite a few of us have a little crush on Cara Cadence. We like her more than Billy Benoit. Right, I need to find out what I'm not supposed to know about. Somebody said don't tell Stephen. Okay, off again, yeah. Right, I'll catch up. Even though you didn't tell me, I'll catch up. Yeah, some more thumbs up need to be dropped in a second. Stephen Smith, good evening to you.
Nice.
So yes, 7:30 this evening, I'm going to do Wednesday workout, which is the same as last week. It is 7 times 600 metres. 7 times 600 metres at around about 15 kilometres per hour. A little bit quicker towards the end. So that'll be a nice little workout. Hopefully we'll get to zone 4 for that. You know, as we found out last night, I am simply not allowed to go into zone 3. So I have to go past zone 3 and into zone 4. But that actually, though, might be a little bit difficult with... might be a little bit difficult over 600 metres, because 600 metres is not really very far. Tina Beard, hello.
Right on.
Thank you for the ride on. Yeah, so we'll see. Hopefully Zone 4 is doable tonight, and I won't get told off by Mr. Perring for being in Zone 3. And that's at 7:30. That's Wednesday workout 7:30. Right, now, am I going the right way? Main road? Yeah? Just double check this. I hope I'm going the right way. Turning right. Kathy, hello, Kathy.
Nice.
Good. Marcus Holmes is turning. Where are you turning? Are you turning to go the wrong way? Hello, Hawks. Spelled that wrong. Oh, is she getting confused? Yeah, I think Sarah, the floor manager, has been getting confused sometimes, thinking that people have done a lot more distance than Eddie, when in fact they're cyclists, so they haven't actually done. They're riding, so they've done more distance only because they're riding, but they're not riding with Eddie. Paul Coates says, great to see your continued support of Eddie Izzard. Yeah, we're going to be with Eddie all the way. So we're going to be doing lots of half marathons and about 3, 4, 5 full marathons over the course of the next month. So Eddie finishes on the 31st of January, 31 full marathons. Have we stopped or have we? Where are we? Yeah, Sarah's been reading out all the nearby people. I've seen that she has actually been reading the Facebook chat as well. So you might want to drop a message in the Facebook chat, because she does look at that. It's just that she doesn't read the comments out, because a lot of the comments, and it's not worth reading them out. But she did read a comment out earlier from some lady who said that her 8-year-old daughter had just donated all her pocket money to Eddie, and that was read out. So she is occasionally looking at the messages on Facebook, so it might be worth just popping a message in there. Right, Eddie's just slowed a little. Eddie is the one, by the way, the avatar for Eddie is pink shorts and a blue t-shirt. And the avatar is a woman. You may or may not know Eddie is preferring the female gender at the moment. So is transitioning, and we are referring to Eddie as she and her currently. And now I've just lost her. There she is. I just need to catch up again now. She's like me, Ryan. You know, she picks and chooses what comments to highlight. You know, like the ones I ignore from you and Jonathan Cost most of the time. Clive Finnemore is on 10k now. Emily Balshaw is on 12k. David Little's on 12k. Adam Koffler's on 13k. Andrew Cutmore. Where's Andrew Cutmore? I did have him a second ago. There he is, 5.3k. Marcus Holmes is on 24k. So some good mileage being done. Lots of support for Eddie. And we're continuing it, day 6 now, still a long way to go. Well, yes, I understand that, so I will take coaching advice, that's fine. But random chatter, I just ignore from you guys. And let's face it, 90% of what you lot say is random chatter. Mind you, 98% of what I say is random chatter as well. Let's drop some more ride-ons to the gang. There we go. Marcus Holmes is the king of random chatter. No, I think Eddie Izzard is the king of random chatter, surely. Surely, not shortly. Frog in the hole? What's this frog in the hole, Marcus? Frog in the hole. Toad in the hole. Frog in the hole is an entirely different thing. Frog in the hole is an entirely different thing, Marcus. Don't get toad in the hole and frog in the hole mixed up. You'll land yourself in a heap of trouble. Oh, you'll land yourself in a heap of trouble. You'll land yourself. What's wrong? Why can't it do that? Blind taste test. Frog versus toad. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Apparently, right, I'm suggesting that 98% of what I say is random chatter. Apparently, it's more than 98%. Yeah, Yolanda, what's that all about? Why can't it say you'll land? You will land. You'll land yourself. Yolanda? When am I likely to say... Surely I'm more likely to say you'll land than Yolanda. No? Paul Coates reckons I need to put some pink shorts on for one of the runs. We're slowing down again. So Eddie is obviously getting tired. We are late into the marathon now. We are, 34 kilometres in. So she is... she's getting tired with 8k, 7k to go. But if you were watching Eddie's stream earlier, she was saying again that when she gets to 10 marathons, things should start to ease up and feel more comfortable. And that's kind of what your body does, just gets used to doing what it's doing. Yeah, Ryan says Eddie's been battling today, very tired, stumbling a bit too. Well, it's this left-sided lean that Eddie's got going on. It looks uncomfortable from what I can see. Yeah, it's just it's not good. I mean, I really wish that Tim was able to be there for him to help him out with it. I mean, all he can do really is give advice over the phone or on Tinternet. So yeah, it's a bit frustrating really, but hopefully she'll settle into it in the next 3 or 4 marathons and it'll be all right. What we don't want is for Eddie to develop an injury which just gets worse and worse as the days go on, because then the whole thing is in jeopardy, because if you're injured you can't run with an injury. It's just not advisable at all. Okay, so evening Andrew Cutmore. Yeah, Kathy's noticed the left-sided lean. Darren Van Dit also noticed the left-sided lean. But I noticed also that Darren was quickly told to stop talking about running on his interview today. Talk to me about anything but running was basically what Eddie was saying. So Eddie just wants to keep her mind completely off the pain of running. And it was interesting when I was talking to for goodness sake, when I was talking to her, I said, have you got any running goals, running ambitions? No, was the reply. Just keeping fit. I suppose keeping fit is a good enough ambition, isn't it? Right, we're off again, we're moving. Victoria has already been on today and done 5k, which we didn't stream, so she's continuing her run every day in January streak. We'll get Victoria on again to do another half marathon with Eddie at some point, either this week or next week. $33.8 now for Eddie. Well, I'm not the running machine, Hitendra. It's Eddie Izzard who's the running machine. 6 marathons in 6 days so far. I've done nowhere near that. The last 2 days, all I've managed is 10k with Eddie each day. So I'm nowhere near what Eddie is doing. Eddie is the running machine here, that's for sure. I just have to keep an eye on the directions there. So we're going to the volcano circuit. I need to make sure I don't go anywhere else other than that. No worries, Hitendra. Hitendra says, you inspire me to push myself. No problem. That's the idea, really. Hopefully, getting people on Zwift, getting people running. It doesn't even have to be on Zwift, really. Just encouraging people to get out there, get fit, and keep running. Keep making themselves fitter and healthier. If anything, just to combat this dreaded disease that the world is suffering from at the moment. So, yeah, keep doing it, Hitendra. Keep running. Jeff Partridge is trying to decide if he can be asked to run today. I think I might need a day off after my fall. Yeah, that is true actually. Jeff, take a day off and relax. That was a nasty one yesterday. Only 5 miles to go for Eddie now. Come on, buddy. Keep it going. I'm assuming Eddie is behind. Let's look at... I keep forgetting I can always look at the map to see where Eddie is. Eddie Izzard. Oh dear. I'm funny. Yeah, Eddie's just having another walk. He's struggling, but a little, but okay, says Adam. Okay. Struggling a bit with his ankle. Not good. Okay. I mean, that might be. Is it left ankle? Because if it is left ankle, her left ankle, then yeah, that is an issue. Just needs it needs some physio. 5 kilometers per hour. Yeah, Eddie really slowed down. Okay. Eddie's just gone ahead now though. It's a battle keeping tabs on where Eddie is half the time. Sometimes she's ahead, sometimes she's behind. There's David Gale just behind. Tip Lady we've got as well. Tip Lady's just joined us. 700 metres in. Lau, hello Lau, 4857 from Italy. So, Kathy McManus is now on 5 kilometres in. I'm on 4. Andrew Cutmore's on 6.6, David Liddle's on 13.7, Ramos is on 5.2, David Gale 5.4, Fontaine is on 1 kilometre from France, Ramos is on 5.2 kilometres, Hawks is on 1.7, Andrew Cutmore 6.6, Clive Finnemore 11.5, Emily Balshaw 13.5, Sussex Geezer 13.3, and Eddie Izzard 34.5 kilometres now. For Eddie. Hello Lau, how are you doing? Nice to see everybody joining us. Let's keep up that support for Eddie Izzard. Weekly goal of 50 kilometres met by Wednesday. Normally I would be running outside a lot more. So on a usual week I would be running outside in the mornings, most mornings, and then in the evenings I'd be running on Zwift. Oh Tina, I'm so sorry Tina. Tina's on 2.7. Who said that? Normally in the mornings I'd be running outside, so I have a goal of 50k inside and 50k outside. Tina, I'm joking. I'm being silly. But obviously with Eddie Izzard running these marathons every day, it's more important to be supporting Eddie and bringing Zwift's profile higher across the world so we get more Zwift runners. So that's why I've hit my Zwift goal very early this week, because I'm not doing any. Well, I haven't done any outside running this week. Yeah, Ryan Perring says I doubled my Zwift weekly target on Monday. May need to adjust it. Yes, exactly. Okay, so we're going the correct direction. Left at the volcano. I've been watching the stream for some of today, so I've seen that they've been running through the centre of the volcano. So it'd be nice if we can get Eddie running into the jungle, and I wonder if Eddie would want to go up a hill. Do you think Eddie would go up the hill? Go up the Epic Com or something? Be awesome. Up the Zwift. He wouldn't do it, would he? She wouldn't do it because it would make Eddie feel like she was going uphill, and that would make her more tired, I would imagine. But then coming down, you could go up the hill and then come down. That'd kind of balance it out, wouldn't it? Kim Salt says, I know you explained the headlight, but I don't see it when I run. I wonder why. Okay, I'll tell you why, Kim. It's all to do with graphics processing. So, depending on what device you are using to run Zwift, you will see better graphics or not. So if you're running an iPhone or an iPad, certainly an iPhone, you probably won't see the headlight because it demands more graphics processing. If you're running on an iPad, it depends what level iPad you've got. Alright, well yeah, alright, yeah, I've got fancy tech, so I've got a really good computer with a good graphics card in it. Because I don't want to stream a rubbish version of Zwift to you guys. My running might be rubbish, but at least the screen looks decent, and that's because I've got a decent laptop with a decent graphics card in, so it can render graphics very well on the screen, show shadows and the headlight that you're talking about. So that's it really. It just depends on the quality of the device that you are using to run Zwift. Dan Mapp says Eddie has a sore right ankle and feeling super tired, digging in a bit today. Okay, yeah, but Eddie knows what to do in these situations. It's not like this is the first time Eddie Izzard has ever run multiple marathons. This is like the fourth multiple marathon project that Eddie has done. One in England, one in South Africa, and one around Europe. So Eddie knows what she is doing. So I fully expect, unless Eddie has a serious injury, I fully expect her to carry on and get through it. Tina Beard has got the headlight on her iPad. Okay, well, iPad Pro and don't see it. Okay, Kim. Right, here's the other option then. Go into settings, go into the menu, and go into settings, go into your Zwift settings, and see if you can change the resolution of the game to a higher resolution. On the computer, I have options to change the resolution. Maybe I can show you quickly. Hang on. So I'll have to catch the guys up, but if I show you, so if we click on here and we go to menu, and then settings here at the, oh, hang on a minute, hang on. Settings here at the bottom, on the right at the bottom, click settings, and then see where it says game resolution there. So game resolution, and you can click here, and you can choose low, medium, high, ultra, or 4K ultra. I've got it on the highest resolution. I don't know what will work on iPad, whether there is a similar thing on iPad or not. But have a look at that and see if you get the option to improve the resolution on your iPad. Right, let's catch up again a bit. We're not that far behind, actually. Thanks for the ride-ons.
Ride on.
Milne, thank you. Yeah, the MacBook is... your MacBook is not going to have... Unless you've got a desktop MacBook. Not a MacBook. What's it called? A Mac Pro. Unless you've got a Mac Pro desktop, the graphics cards inside the MacBook Pro or the MacBook are not amazing. They're good. I mean, I do video editing on my Mac, so they're not terrible. Just not quite good enough to get into ultra resolution. Right, Jeff Partridge says I don't have that option on the iPhone app. No, okay. Yeah, I mean the thing, right, I haven't got a 4K TV. So I'm not actually watching in 4K. I'm only watching in HD. And also there are some amazing streaming engines which I'm broadcasting in 60 frames per second. But there are I've seen some of the cycling races being broadcast really smooth. It must be like 150, 200 frames a second. Really smooth graphics. Looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, a lot of the time it's frames per second that makes a big difference to how good the footage looks on the live streams. But yeah, graphics engines basically in your computer or your device will render Zwift differently. And the good thing about that is that it means that Zwift will run on almost anything. Apart from really poor Android devices, you know, you can run Zwift on a fairly low-end iPhone. You know, if you've still got an iPhone 5, I think Zwift will run on an iPhone 5, maybe even a 4. But the graphic quality is just reduced to allow you to use the game, but that's great because it means that more people can use the game. More gin, please, says Adam. I think Kathy's probably finished it all off. Yeah, Ryan says, I like how it caps each device to make sure you don't get any issues. Yeah, so if an iPhone or an Android device can't run at a certain resolution, it won't let you run at that resolution. So you can't put it at Ultra HD if your device is not capable of doing that. Right, Tina B says the companion app will not run on an iPhone 5. Okay. Kathy is passing cookies round, thank you. I'm a bit behind, aren't I? So I need to catch up a little bit, I think. Oh, you can never run out in a virtual world. Okay, gin forever. Oh no, there's Eddie. Eddie's right beside me. I bet Debbie Colville would give it a good go. I mean running out of drink. Not anything else. Right, David Liddell's on 15.2, Kathy McManus 6.4, Emily Balshaw nearly 15 kilometres for Emily. Well done, Emily. Tina Beard on 3.4. Eddie Izzard is now on 35.8 kilometres, not far away from 6k to go. So that's a park run plus one. A park run plus one for Eddie Izzard is right around the corner now. Clive Finneymore's on 12.9 kilometres, so nearly 13 for him. Tina's just hit 4 kilometres. Ramos is on 6.7. Tip Lady's on 2.3. Sussex Geezer Chris is on 14.8 kilometres. So well done. Andrew Cutmore 8.1. Well done everybody who's running with Eddie at the moment. We've had every day so far, we've had a decent crowd of around about 15 to 20 people staying with Eddie. People popping in and out at different times. Jeff Partridge reckons my stream is getting more and more X-rated every day. But there was nothing X-rated about it. It's just, this is your mind making this up. I was just suggesting that Debbie Culver would give drinking Zwift out of G&T or wine a really good go. There's nothing wrong with that. JTV says, oh, right, somebody's hosting me. 47 viewers on JTV. Thank you very much. So hello, anyone on Twitch watching who's just joined and is wondering what's going on. I better press this little button for you, hadn't I? It's so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift pod or the Stride. But you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. Kathy McManus says, you've got this, waving pom-poms for Eddie Izzard. So here we are at 36 kilometres in, following Eddie Izzard on her 31 marathons in 31 days around Zwift and virtually around the world. If you've just joined us, you're wondering what's going on. We are running in the virtual world of Zwift. It's a cycling and a running app, and it's an imaginary world. Well, what we're running in now is an imaginary world, but all these people listed are real people all over the world. What's that, David? I don't know what David's saying. David's saying, bloody microphone, that was for Stephen. I don't know. Oh, I see. Who's saying I'm doing another live stream with Eddie? We'll probably do another one towards the end where we chat for a bit. I imagine if they invite me back, they might not want me back. Kim Salt says it's hot in that volcano. Yeah, more drinks from the snack cart, please. Kathy says she has slowed. So Eddie is walking again. It's tough to do 31 marathons in 31 days. This is marathon number 6. And Eddie has been struggling. Eddie's been struggling since day 1, to be fair. But it's a case of slowly working your way into the project. And Eddie has said herself that when she gets to about 10 marathons, that's when she's hoping she'll start to feel a little bit more comfortable. But it remains to be seen. And what we don't want to happen is for Eddie to suffer an injury, because then it really is a case of, is it possible to run at all? So we don't mind if Eddie slows up and walks for a bit. The only issue really for Eddie is that she needs to finish pretty much by 6 o'clock each day, because an hour later at 7 p.m. UK time, Eddie is doing a live stand-up show in a studio broadcasting to the world without an audience. Oh, am I going the wrong way? Yeah, Italian villas is where we're going, not round the volcano circuit. Lucho, hello. Says hello to Stephen and Stephen Smith. Thank you very much. So we're just walking it out. Eddie is a little bit behind. But yeah, like I say, needs to finish by around about 6 o'clock each day to have enough time to recover a bit have some food maybe, get changed, and then do a 1 hour or half an hour or 1 hour stand-up show. All the money raised from the tickets for the stand-up show, because you have to pay to go and see the show online, all the money raised goes to the charity fund. There are a variety of different charities that Eddie is raising money for. Yeah, basically, Kathy, it is just a time issue. Ideally, Eddie would be able to run for as long as she wants to get the marathon finished, 7 hours if need be, and then just go to bed and sleep and recover and maybe have a massage and get the physio involved. But of course, being in a work bubble, being in a COVID secure environment, there are only certain people that Eddie can interact with. Only one person, in fact, that Eddie can interact with, and that is not her physio. Right, so Eddie has caught up with us a bit now, so if you're wondering, Eddie is the one with the pink shorts and the blue top. There, you can see, just started to run again now, next to Emily Balshaw, and away we go. So just a gentle jog, just to try and get these last 5.5 kilometres done. And I will be doing Wednesday workouts, so another event on Zwift later on tonight at 7:30 p.m. We're doing a workout, so it's 7 times 600 meters at threshold pace, so fast pace with recoveries, but the recoveries are not really that much slower, to be fair. So it's basically 7 kilometers of fairly hard effort, but kind of divided up a little bit. It's 600 meters fast pace, and then 400 meters not quite so fast pace, but definitely not recovery pace. Right, JTV's now saying there's 71 viewers on Twitch. I don't think about if there is 71 viewers on Twitch from the hosting of JTV. Thank you, JTV, for hosting. That I've never had that many viewers ever on Twitch. It's normally about 3 or 4 on Twitch, if that, to be fair. But it is good to have people watching on Twitch, if that is indeed the case. It says up to 71 viewers, so that might actually just be the number of subscribers that JTV has, of course. If you are watching on Twitch, by all means say hello. Apart from Ryan Perring, you've already said hello plenty of times, Perring. Clive Finnimore often watches on Twitch as well, because the quality on Twitch is better than it is on YouTube and Facebook. Certainly better than Facebook. It's just that Facebook's easier sometimes, isn't it? It's just easy to choose Facebook. Who deletes hello message? Oh yeah, you, yeah. And then Clive says hello. I should have said Ryan and Clive are not allowed to say hello on Twitch because they talk to me all the time. But never mind. All right, there's clearly not as many people as I first assumed might be watching on Twitch from this host from JTV. But there we are. That's all right. Not to worry. 6.5 kilometres for me now, and I have gone ahead of Eddie, so I'm just slowing down again. Very difficult to keep tabs on this. I've got to stream, chat to people on the stream, send messages of support via chat to text onto the Zwift game, and keep an eye on how Eddie Izzard is doing and where Eddie is in the game, so I don't run too far ahead or too far behind. And then worry about having Bluetooth dropouts. Notice though we haven't had a crash from the treadmill yet today. So Victoria ran 5k earlier on and didn't have a crash. And I have started running tonight and have not had a crash. And so the little bit of tissue paper that I folded up and stuck in the emergency stop button at the moment is holding fast and doing the trick. Ryan Perring says, don't say it as if we're bad, you'd be nowhere without us Cornish folk. Do you know what? I hate to admit it, and you're right. You keep this channel going, you do, Perring. If it wasn't for you, this channel would be nothing. This channel would be dead. Dead in the water without your constant messaging. Although, actually, about 6 months ago, you disappeared for a little while. Was it 6 months or a year ago? We didn't hear from you for ages. Tina says text to chat works on here too. Yeah, well, it work anywhere. Anywhere where there's a little microphone button, it should work. Let's slow down a bit more. We're getting ahead again of Eddie. Oh, Eddie's just started. I've just seen Eddie starting to run there. So we'll just wait for Eddie to catch up. Jason Mitchell has joined us for the last 5k. Hello, Jason. M. Lau is on 4.2. Tina Beard is on 5.1. Eddie is now on nearly 37 kilometres. Just a park run to go. And I shall text that to everyone now. Emily Balshaw, 16.2 kilometres. I'm getting left behind again, aren't I? Just concentrate, Stephen. Hola Lucho, says Stephen Smith. So I've been running for just about an hour now. Not far off 7k. Oh, okay. We won't talk about it then. No worries. You see, although I say I won't talk about it, once a woman gets involved, we're nothing to you, aren't we? Are we just filling in the gaps between girlfriends? Is that it? That's all we mean to you, isn't it, Ryan? We're just filling in the gaps between romantic involvement. Okay, so Chris Sussex Geezer, 16 kilometres done. Kathy McManus. I keep wanting to say Kerry McManus. I do not know why. Kathy is on 7.8 kilometres. Tina Beard, 5.4. Mustairs has joined us on 0.8 kilometres, 800 metres. Tip Lady is on 7.3. Jason Mitchell, half a kilometre in now. Smith. Stephen is a cool name. It is. It is Stephen. Stephen, spelt with a PH, is a cool name. You're quite correct. No, by we, I am referring to the Zwift community. And everyone who joins us on this live stream or on Zwift itself. Carol Rushworth says, Colville, where are you? You got in. What's that mean? Has anyone been having trouble logging into Zwift today? Nearly 15,000 people on Watopia tonight. And that obviously that doesn't include the other two worlds. So we must be getting close to a big number again tonight. Ryan, are you going to check? Are you going to check the big numbers later on? Kevin DeLuca says, how many something? We don't know yet. Adam Koffler is on 17.8 kilometres now. So it looks like Adam's doing the half marathon. Emily Balshaw's doing about a half marathon. Eddie is struggling. Eddie is definitely struggling. I can see Debbie and Carol chatting up ahead. I assume they're in a different run. Up ahead, not of the head. Yeah, I saw 43,000 last night, yeah. 33,000 currently, okay. So 33,000 at the moment, but it is 5:30 in the UK. So when it gets to about 6 or maybe 6:30, 7:30 in Europe, it's about 2:30 in the afternoon in the US. But as we know, Europe is the biggest market for Zwift at the moment. Even with the size of the USA, Europe is currently Zwift's biggest market. Still absolutely freezing in here. Really cold. Salim is running as well. I think it's the ZLDR run, isn't it, now? Is that what it is? Debbie Colver says, I'll try to catch up. Kevin DeLuca is running as well. So there's obviously a Zwift long distance runners event going on, I think, up ahead somewhere. Right, oh no, hang on. Make sure I go the right way again. Is it a speed session? Is it ZLDR speed session tonight? Yeah, I can see that, Debbie. Ha! That's alright, I'll let you off. Stephen Smith says it's -1 degree Celsius in southwest London. Well, it just feels really cold here in the shed quarters. We still have just over 3 kilometres to do. We should hopefully finish about 6:10. 15. Alright, so Paul Deering says that Debbie and Carol are doing the 15-kilometre ZLDR run tonight. So that's what all the chat is about. ZLDR, by the way, Zwift Long Distance Runners. Quite a big club, a big group on Zwift. Ryan says the forecast is -1 but feels like -5. I've had plenty of frost but no snow like up in the north. Somebody just saying goodbye there, I missed who that was. Mustairs says nearly there Eddie, catch you tomorrow. So Mustairs is going. Thanks Mustairs, take care. Been running for 1 hour and 7 minutes now. Eddie has just hit 38 kilometres. 4k to go, sorry. Yeah, 4k to go, not 3k. Stephen Smith, Ryan Perring is down south. He is in Cornwall, the deep south of the UK, where they still don't have electricity or running water. but the snow is in the north of England. We've had no snow here, but it is cold. I'm kind of hoping Eddie will stop for a little pit stop, because I'm dying for the loo at the moment. I know you're not interested in hearing that, but it has to be said. Gabriela Kiriakou is running with the ZLDR team tonight as well. So I'm just about to hit 8 kilometres. Eddie is well into the last 4k now. No worries, Stephen. You're not expected to know where people live. It's fine. M. Lau is on 5.5. Kathy McManus is on 8.9. Tina, get back on the road, says Kathy. Tina's obviously one of those runners who runs off into the bushes like we often do, or walks through a wall. Brianna says it's 20 degrees Celsius in Cyprus. Well, thank you for that, Brianna. We love you too. Brianna, you could have been on Eddie Izzard's live stream today, because Eddie's running essentially a virtual marathon in Cyprus today. Today is the Cyprus day. So if you had emailed in like Darren Van Dit did, Darren's from Malta, obviously, so his day was yesterday, but they couldn't fit him in yesterday, so he was interviewed today, and just slowing down again. Yeah, so you could have been interviewed about Zwift on Eddie's live stream today. Pain, more G&T please, says Adam. Adam's on 18.7 kilometres. Adam will get to a half marathon today. We need to slow down a bit more. Yeah, right, okay, so Clive Finnemore is going to have to go. So he's run off to the toilet. Maybe that's what I should do as well. Quickly go to the toilet, because Eddie is quite a long way behind. Right, I'm going to do that as well. Clive, I'm going to take a leaf out of your book. I will be back in about 30 seconds, just going to the loo. Hello again. Right, are we moving? Excuse me while I straighten myself out. No, I think we're stopped, aren't we? I can look at the map. Okay, yeah. So Eddie is going I think Eddie is moving, but very, very slowly catching us up. There we are. Yeah, Eddie's moving now. I've managed to grab a mince pie. Heart rate has dropped out. Come on, HR. That's just because I went inside. Let's get the heart rate back. There we are. Come on. Connect. There we are. Got it. little catch-up job to do. Glazer 2343. Yes, I am doing Wednesday workout today. 7:30 UK time tonight. Wednesday workout. We're doing 7 times 600 meters at threshold pace. So a little bit quicker than this, let's say. I managed to grab a mince pie during the break. So I'm into my 9th kilometre. Adam Koffler's hit 19 kilometres. Sussex Geezer is not far off 18 kilometres. Jason Mitchell's done 2 kilometres. Tip Lady's done 5.2. Oh, I think I'm going to go wrong. Damn it. Okay, so I have to speed up, turn around and come back. That's a bit annoying. Wonder how far I have to go now. Give me a bit of a run out though, won't it? Okay, should catch them up now. Okay, Ryan is off to cook. Take care, Ryan. See you later. Clive Finnimore's got a mince pie out the box. Only 2 left. Well, I can beat you there. There was only 1 left in my box. I can see them up ahead. One hour, 15 minutes of running done. Nearly 9 kilometres done. No, Clive's not going, only Ryan is going. Clive is still running. Clive will stay to the end. Peter Barlow, thanks for the ride on. And here we go, catching up to the bunch. Well, it's not a race, George. I know last night wasn't a race, but tonight is even less of a race. It's a workout session. So it's a session that you do, and you do it and you stick together with the people who are doing it with, and you help each other get through it. So it's a series of intervals, so it's an interval session. So we're not racing, we're not trying to win or come first. We're just trying to get through the session. Eddie is now at 39 kilometres. Ramos has done 10 kilometres. Well done. Clive Finnimore on 16 kilometres. So 3 kilometres to go now on Eddie Izzard's 6th marathon on Zwift. Stephen Smith says he blames school for losing the will to listen. Nice one. Clive Finnimore says, I don't think I'll be in Group A tonight. You take your time and do what you want, Eddie. Clive. I'm not, I'm just here for the food. Clive said, we're all here to support you, Eddie. I said, I'm just here for the food, to be fair. Kathy McManus says, he's awful, don't listen. He loves it. $39.5 now, 2.5k left. David Tiplady says, very welcome. So the reason there was lots of chat there, Eddie Izzard just put a message up saying thanks everyone for running with me. Yeah, Adam has been eating quite a lot. Yeah, Adam, you do seem to be... start that again. Yeah, Adam, you do seem to have gorged on quite a lot of virtual food today. Right, we are getting there, guys. And drink, yes, says Kathy. I'm on 9.5 kilometres. Adam Koffler, despite eating a ton, is doing very well on 20k. Says I'm very sozzled. Tina Beard is nearly on 8 kilometres. Eddie is now on 9.6k, 9.7k. So she is only 2.5k left to go. Because it is 42.2. So a lot of people forget about that extra 200 metres at the end. If you're running your marathon and you've set your watch to 42 kilometres and you're running splits to 42 kilometres, you're going to be 200 metres short when you get to what you think is the finish line for a brand new PB by 30 seconds. And then you've got another 200 metres to sprint at the end to try and make sure you do it. 3 kilometres now for Jason Mitchell. David Little's on 19.2. Kim runs on plants has done 3 kilometres as well, and Hawks is on 7.1. Chris Sussex Geezer 18.7. Ramos 10.7. Lenihan from Ireland has just joined us. Hello, Lenihan. Lenihan is on 100 metres so far, so hopefully we'll get a couple of kilometres in before the end. Hemlau 7.1 kilometres. So hello to Lenihan from Ireland. Nice to have you with us. If you've not had a ride on from me today, there's yours. Vidar Sorensen, thanks for the ride on.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
And MK Europa, thank you very much. Daniel from DIY Tech Repairs, hello buddy. Daniel, I don't know if you're aware, but we're running with a comedian from the UK, well known worldwide, called Eddie Izzard. Eddie is doing 31 marathons in 31 days. But Eddie is a slow runner. She will tell you herself, she's a slow runner. So we are going very slowly through these 31 marathons. It's taking 6 hours and a little bit more sometimes to do these marathons. So Eddie's just hit 40k now. So that's why we're going at 7.5. Oh, thank you, Victoria. That's all right, yeah. Victoria's just bought me a cup of coffee, which is very nice of her. Yes, you can't be running 3-hour marathons every day for 31 days. But Eddie is well known for doing these as well as being a stand-up comedian. Eddie is well known for these multiple marathon challenges. So she did her first one back in 2009, running I think it was 43 marathons in 53 days around the UK. Then did 27 marathons in South Africa in 27 days. Then did 29 or 28 marathons around Europe at the beginning of last year, January. And now obviously because of lockdown we can't go anywhere, so Eddie has decided to do 31 marathons in 31 days throughout the month of January on a treadmill. But each day has a theme, a country theme or a city theme. So Eddie is recreating all the cities that she ran in last year in real life and is doing each day as a theme to run. So today is Cyprus, yesterday was Malta, the day before was Italy, the day before that was Spain, and Portugal was day 1, I think. Here's Dax, hello Dax. Dax Diesel just passing us on the left hand side there. So I've done 10k now, so we'll get up to just about 12k by the time we're finished. Let's see what stats I've got going on. Hang on. Ignore the event, we're not in Tour de Zwift stage 1, but we are on the Chili Pepper route, and I am now on 5,674 kilometres. And we'll add another 10 to that after this, and another 10 tonight as well. Kathy, almost there. Kathy's on 11 kilometres now. About a mile to go for Eddie, just over a mile to go. Just over 1 mile left. Time-wise, it is 6 o'clock, just after 6 o'clock. So Eddie is always hoping to finish around about 6 p.m. each day. So it's going to be about 10 past 6 today. Just a little bit, maybe 12 minutes past 6 when we finish. Oh no! I've just dropped my mince pie on the floor. That's an absolute disaster. Excuse me while I eat.
You stink!
Sorry, I do sweat a bit now. David Liddell has just hit 20k. Clive Finnemore on 17.7. Emily Balshaw's not far off 20k. Picked it up off the floor and ate it. I'm not proud. Exactly, 5-second rule. I think I got it within 5 seconds.
I'm toast.
That was the wrong button. I didn't mean to press that.
Right on.
That's what I meant to press. Chris says, yeah, 5-second rule, absolutely. It may have been 10 seconds, but, you know, let me off. I like mince pies. Just a little bit of extra hair and sweat. I dropped my mince pie on the floor, and you can pick something up within 5 seconds and still eat it. That's okay. Absolutely, extra protein. Recycling, exactly, that's what it is. Of course it is. Lau gets it now. They probably don't have that rule in Italy, you see. Far too stylish in Italy. Italians are far too cool for the 5-second rule. Right, 41k. Okay, last kilometre, let's sprint as hard as we can. Let's sprint as hard as we can. Does anyone have a printer? Oh, stupid text to chat. This chat to text feature is stupid. Oh dear. It's all good fun. Yes, probably would be toilet paper, Adam. Fighting our way through the clouds. The crowds, not the clouds. Eddie has less than a kilometre to do now. We're nearly there. Angela, hello, where have you been? We're nearly finished. You're late. Attention, see head teacher after school, please. Uh, 800 metres now for Eddie. Agreed, fingers crossed for tomorrow. Eddie, get some rest. Well, I mean, run the do run the next 600 metres, obviously, but then get some rest. Oh, now you've just made me feel bad, Angela. Don't go give me that. That's just, what a way to end the stream. I've just given Angela a telling off and she said, oh no, I'm really sorry, I went for surgery this morning. Oh, way to make a guy feel bad. I hope you're alright, Angela. Awesome Brink, thanks for the ride on. Oh man, we're up to 195. Can we get 200? If you haven't given me a ride on yet, drop me a ride on because we're at 195 ride-ons. Oh, it'd be awesome to get to 200 ride-ons before the end. Just 5 more ride-ons. If you haven't given me a ride on yet, please go and drop one in. Rex, thank you very much. That's it. Y-Rex, that's 196, so just 4 more. If you haven't given me a ride on yet, go and drop me a ride on, and that'd be awesome. Thank you very much. Sanchez, thank you very much. Good stuff, thank you.
Ride on!
Yes, to 200 ride-ons. Ramos, thank you very much. That's 198, just 2 more. Can you give yourself a ride? Can I give myself a ride on? Is that possible? Maybe not. Maybe not possible. Or allowed. And it looks like we're done, are we? Where's Eddie? No, still 500 metres to go for Eddie. Okay, 500 metres to go. And Schultz, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
So one more ride on and we're at 200 for the day. That would be awesome. Thank you very much, everybody. So, Eddie is now approaching the finish. 400 metres to go. And S. Angelo and PH, thank you very much. We've got to 201. And Dylan, thank you, buddy. Dylan gets the 202nd ride on in. Thank you very much. You can stop now. You can stop now. That's it. We've got to 200. Awesome work. Thank you very much, everybody. I'm just going to drop some more as well, if I can, if there's anyone else around. I think only 2 went then. So you can only drop. I think you can drop multiple ride-ons, and every hour I think it refreshes. So even if you've had a ride-on earlier on, let the hour go by, and then I think you can drop another ride-on again. So we're going right, but I cannot imagine there's very much more to go. Clive Finnemore was on 19 kilometres. I'm just 200 metres short of 12, so I'll make it to 12 kilometres before I finish, and then we'll do another 10 or 11 tonight. Thank you, Angela. And we are just about to hit 42 kilometres, 42.2 kilometres for Eddie Izzard on marathon number 6. "42 kilometres done, 200 metres to go." David Little says, have a good evening, everybody. Another one done, says Tina Beard. Yeah. 41.1. And Eddie will get the ticker tape any second now. Nice run, everyone, says Kathy McManus. Kathy's finishing on 12.8 kilometres. Eddie has done. Eddie is finished and has hit 42.2, and marathon number 6 is over and done. Well done, everybody, says Vidar.
Nice.
Awesome work. See you all for Wednesday workout, 7:30 UK time. Well done, Eddie. Good job. Stephen Smith says, well done, all. It is irritating, actually. If you look at Eddie Izzard's distance, he's put 42.2 into her target. So at the beginning of the marathon, they add a target. So where my Zwift logo is, top left, just next to my heart rate, the beating Zwift logo in pink. Underneath that is add a target. And Eddie, at the beginning of each marathon, will put in 42.2 kilometres into that target. But as you can see, right behind me, Eddie has finished on 42.1. For my OCD, that's really irritating. I wish it was 42.2. It was the same yesterday. I noticed it as well. I mean, who cares really? But it's just people with a little bit of OCD like me. Just great. Okay, Angela says, have a great afternoon all. Stephen Smith says, you too, have a great afternoon. Kathy, great run. Jason Mitchell, cheers all, great stuff. So we'll see you in about an hour and a half. An hour and 15 minutes. Hour and 15 minutes for Wednesday workout. A little bit tougher than the 10k we've just done, but hopefully over a bit quicker. We're doing 7 times 600 metres and threshold pace, so we should get into zone 4 heart rate this evening, 7:30 UK time. So we're off, we've done, we'll see you then. Thanks very much for all the chat on YouTube, Facebook and Twitch, and we'll see you in about an hour's time.